Hi, this is Ian's Truth Be Told True Crimes, and this is part 8. Now, I'm sorry that I keep going over the same things again, but it makes sense for this part. So, in January 2020, I found this document at my father's house whilst I was looking after the house whilst he was away on holiday. Now, it's written and signed by my father on the 1st of June 2018, and in it says that Mum went into hospital on the 14th of May, had an operation on the 15th of May and died on the 28th of May, and that is incorrect. And when I found this document, the first thing I did was took it to see my brother, and I showed him and I told him and I said, I found this document and it says Mum went into hospital on a different day, had an operation on a different day and died on a different day. And he said in a very panicked way, I did nothing wrong, all I did was write the records. I did nothing wrong, all I did was write the records, which I found very strange. And he sounded very nervous when he told me this. So at that point, I ordered all the hospital records through Every's solicitors in Exeter. When I ordered them in about February, March, I suppose. There's letters there's documents in the GP records that says about, in March I think it is, that says about me asking about my mother's dates of death in the hospital, because I was concerned that they put them down wrong because of this document. Anyway, I ordered them. The hospital 2018 hospital records came through in early June of 2020. When I'd ordered them, they took a while. So 1st of June, I suppose, or early June 2020, the hospital 2018 hospital records came through through the solicitors. When I ordered them from the hospital, they wouldn't release them to me, and it took until June for them to release them to me. They came through in early June of 2020. There was two parts that came through at the end of July 2020, and that was part 1 and part 2 of the hospital records, and they were last typed on the 8th of July 2020. And those records both validated the 2018 records, and then half of them validated it and half of them contradicted the hospital records from 2018. And in the 2018 records, there's 222 pages, and there's 21 plus altered dates within those records. And I've shown you in part 3 or 4 a lot of the altered dates that are in these records. Now, there's also all the x-rays that have got Mum's date of birth correct but her age wrong on 2 different days, on the 14th and the 15th, and a lot of the hospital records are altered on the 14th and the 15th of May 2018, days that my mother was not in the hospital. Now, when I ordered the hospital records through and they came through, the GP records came through in end of June, early July, and they kind of validated, or parts of them validated, the hospital records from 2018 as well. And on every single page of the GP records, there's a date, the 24th of June 2020, as the GP records were typed by a Susan Hailstone, and it's on every single page, that date and that time. Now we're going to come to that in a minute as well, because I can show you on the document on page 32, I think it is, at the top of page 32, it's got that Susan Hailstone, clerical admin of the GP surgery, typed those records, all of those records. It's on every page, and it's on the top of page 32 that she typed those records on the 24th of June 2020. Now, in this is one of the complaint letters, or the reply complaint letters, that I sent to the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, and this is the reply that I received back from them. I'm just going to skip the first bit. It just says about the entire all their paperwork will be going onto an electronic system. It was an electronic system, and when I got the first lot of records through the 2018 records, I asked them to be typed out for me, and when they typed them out or printed them out for me, I recognised the handwriting within those records straight away. My brother had said that he'd only written the records, he'd done nothing else wrong. He told me twice. And when I got those hospital records through, I recognised the handwriting in those records as my family's handwriting. Now, this letter is the reply to my complaint letter. And it says, in regards to your concern that the dates have been altered in your mother's medical records, we have not been able to find any dates that have been changed. In a further email, you have attached a photograph of a witness statement from the mortuary, which you understand has been signed on the 24th of May 2018. You have put a star next to the date, and you believe this confirms that your mother died on the 24th of May 2018 and not the 28th of May 2018. Now, I do believe that my mother died on the 24th of May 2018 because I was there and I sat with her in a room and she was definitely dead, and I hugged my mum and she was cold, she looked angry, her hands were clawed, she looked really cross. And the other reason, this is the mortuary witness statement that I received from them, and that has the date on it, the 24th of the 5th, 2018. Now I'm just going to carry on reading. Unfortunately, the photograph you sent to PALS was not clear, and so Miss Walker contacted the coroner's office to obtain a further copy in order to decipher the date on the form. I have attached a copy of the document. Well, I've already gotten a copy of the document because I got it from the coroner's inquest anyway. It's in the paperwork. It's the same one. Now, this document, the whole of this document, is signed by Lindsay Ainsworth, and around the edge it's got Devon and Cormac Constabulary. The whole of this document has been written and signed by Lindsay Ainsworth, and you can tell that because when you look at all the handwriting, it's exactly the same. The R's are the same in Dr. Mukhtar, Royal Devon and Exeter. All of the R's are exactly the same. So the whole of this document was written by Lindsay Ainsworth. Now, the signature on that document of Dr. Leif, it's just there. Now, they're saying it is clear from this copy that Dr. Al-Maktar signed this form on the 29th of May 2018, but I can see how this has been written badly and could be read as the 24th of May 2018. You will note that Dr. Al-Maktar has dated the form again underneath with a clear version of the date, which does confirm he signed it on the 29th of May 2018. Miss Walker has checked with the coroner's office on the dates they hold for your mother's death, and they confirm that your mother died on the 28th of May 2018. Now, this bit here they're saying about, I wrote to them again in November of 2020 and asked them about, I asked them because I'd found a will in my dad's house that's supposed to be my mum's, but my mum couldn't write in 2017 when they said that this is what it says here, and the trust can't comment on that. Now, my mum couldn't write in 2017. She was tested for dementia in 2016, and she couldn't draw the numbers on a clock face in 2016. I knew that she couldn't write or sign her will in 2017. That's beside the point. I'm going to continue with this letter. The trust is very sorry that another patient's discharge summary were filled in your mother's notes. There was a Kathleen F. Taylor. I think she was from Seaton. I don't know what happened to her, and that's in my mum's original notes that I got. When I got them, I got them through Every's solicitors, and I spoke to the lawyer that I was dealing with, and her secretary Sharon. She told me that there was 5 or 6 other patients' notes mixed in with my mum's, but she didn't type them all out because it wasn't. It didn't have to do with my mum's notes, but this one was. And when I ordered them the first time round, there was two people, at least 2 people's other notes mixed in with my mum's, and when I got them again from them, they didn't even put them in. It's just really weird how the first time round I got them, there was a load of different people's, and then the second time they didn't put them in the second time round. Anyway, I'm going to continue. The trust is very sorry. The patient's summary, let me just see. An incident has been raised regarding this. I can confirm, however, that all the dates for your mother's care and treatment in her medical records are correct and have not been altered. The date of your mother's death on the 28th of May 2018 has been confirmed with the mortuary and the coroner's office. I understand how difficult it must be to accept this date when you are convinced that your mother died on the 24th of May 2018, but I would like to reassure you that several members of staff have reviewed your mother's notes and the notes sent to your solicitors, and all have confirmed that the recorded dates we have in Mrs. Parrish's notes are accurate. Well, I know that they're not, and I'm going to show you in a minute with regards to that as well. Thank you for raising any concerns, blah, 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 blah. If you've got any more complaints, write to the parliamentary ombudsman, is basically what they're saying. I wrote 2 letters of complaint to them, and they only answered the 2, and after that they said that they wouldn't even contact me or acknowledge any more complaints from me. Now, I've written to them last year as well, and I sent them a full file with the pictures of the 3 ladies that turned up on the 24th of June 2021 to have an anniversary party with my brother and sister-in-law, which we will come to that as well. But for now, let's just go back. So they're saying that this date is the 29th and not the 28th. Sorry, not the 24th. And they're saying that that's the 29th. Now, on the TEP escalation form, that's also signed. Sorry, bear with me a minute. So Lindsay Ainsworth says that Mum died on the 23rd of May 2018. And then she signed the mortuary witness statement saying that she died on the 24th of May 2018. Now, Dr. Laith, Dr. Al Makhtar, he did a TEP escalation form, and on that you've got that date there. Now that date there says the 24th of May 2018, and that's signed by Dr. Al Makhtar. See it there? Now, I suppose you could look at that and think that that was the 29th, but it's not. It's the 24th. It's exactly the same date as on that mortuary witness statement. I think you can hear how cross I am in my voice. Now, Dr. Laith, who's on there, who signed that on the 24th, he also signed this, or his name's on there on the 24th. So Lindsay Ainsworth and Dr. Al Makhtar, they both signed it, the mortuary witness statement, on the 24th. My friend, who's the site manager at the time, she sent me this message on Facebook Messenger on the 24th to say how sorry she was to see me so upset in the hospital on the 24th. She sent me this at 6:47 p.m. after seeing me in the hospital. Miss Walker, who is she was the chief executive of the hospital as well. She did that investigation, and she couldn't find any alternate notes or dates in the hospital records. And yet, like I say, there are a ton of them, as you've seen, mostly on the 14th and 15th of May 2018. This was the other letter that they sent me to the answer to my complaint, and on it they've said that Dr. Al-Maktoum was a junior doctor in 2018, and he still works for the trust even now. Well, he's put down that my mum died on the 24th of May, and the hospital is saying that I'm wrong, that my mum didn't die on that day. There's also this, which is this is the document from the GP surgery. Oh God, hang on a minute, bear with me. And on that, let's just see. On that, it's got the patient's summary was sent to. There we go. Patient's summary. Where is it? Was sent to Wamford House Hospital on the 24th of May 2018. You wouldn't send it on the 24th if the patient hadn't have died on the 24th. If she died on the 28th, her summary would have gone on the 28th, not the 24th. Now, there's a letter here from Lindsay Ainsworth, who is, I've got a clearer version if anybody would like to see it, i.e. the police. But this is also got Devon and Cornwall Constabulary on it as well. This is signed by Lindsay Ainsworth, and it's to my father, Mr. Parrish. And it says, if you want to amend this letter, draw a line through the bit that you want taken out and put an asterisk next to the bit that you want putting in, and then sign it next to the X's. And that is the coroner's witness statement that's written and signed by my dad, and obviously amended that already, and he signed it and dated it next to the X's to Lindsay Ainsworth, to her instruction. Now, Lindsay Ainsworth, in the opening statement of the coroner's inquest, which was on the 31st, the coroner's witness I've just shown you, that's signed on the 1st of June, and the coroner's inquest with the head coroner's name, I'm just going to show you because you might as well see. This has been put through that my mum, it's on the 31st of May 2018, and it's been put through that my mum died on the 28th of May 2008, and again it's signed by Lindsay Ainsworth. So she's put through that my mum, although she'd already put paperwork through that my mum had died on the 23rd of May 2018 and on the 24th of May 2018, in the coroner's inquest she put through that my mum died on the 28th of May 2018. This is a letter that validates a handwritten record that I believe is written by my family in 2018, and this record, it says that my mum declined memory clinic in 2014. I'm going to come to that in a minute, because the GP said that she declined memory clinic in 2016. So mum's doctor confirmed that mum declined memory clinic in 2016, and she was tested for dementia on the 21st of, hang on a minute, let me just show you, on the 21st of June 2016, you see it there. But this document's been doctored, let's just put it like that, and it says that my mum was a heavy smoker, quitted a while back. She is an ex-smoker, having quitted a while back. Mum never smoked at all. Within the GP records, there's a document that says, oh, it's just there, look, that says that she never quit, she never smoked cigarettes, or she never smoked tobacco, ever, and she never smoked. It says there at the bottom. So, see, there we go, can we see that? Never smoked tobacco, never smoked. She never smoked, my mum. This letter that's in the records. This is in the GP records and it's in the hospital records, and it's been altered as well. And it says that mum's got Alzheimer's, dementia, mixed type, cognitive decline over several years, is to validate the handwritten record in the 2018 records, which I've got somewhere as well. This is the letter to the coroner's report from my mum's doctor, and it says there that she was tested for Alzheimer's in 2016. Her husband and myself first noted memory impairment in 2016. However, at this point, she refused referral to memory clinic. On this one here, which I say has been altered and doctored, it says there she declined memory clinic in 2014. And my mum never had any signs of dementia at all until she ran into a glass door in August, September 2014, and then she started losing her memory from then on. So the doctor contradicts this letter, and this letter validates the handwritten record that says that mum had dementia for 12 years and my father was her carer for 5 years, which is, a lot of it is not true on that as well. And this is signed by, this one's got Julie Dent CBE at the end, she's head chair, and Chief Executive Melanie Walker. And Melanie Walker is the one that couldn't find any altered dates within the hospital records at all, and she's a chief executive. And Julie Dent, she's CBE, and she's CBE, and she's head chair of the hospital. She was also a chief executive of the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital as well. Now, so that's the letter from the doctor. That's saying that my mum never smoked. And I will get to this bit here because this is kind of important. On the 24th of June 2021, we were in a lockdown, and a car turned up outside my place. I live above a shop. Well, I lived above the shop that my brother and sister-in-law now own. And on that date, this car turned up, and it's got a car registration, apps for NHS. Now, I took photographs of this on that date because I found it extremely suspicious that they would turn up a year to the day from when the GP records have been typed. Now, you can see here, this is just one of the records. So on the bottom there, it's got Wednesday, 24th of June, 2020, 9:41, confidential. This is my mum's hospital. It's my mum's GP record, and this is, it's on every single page, that date and that time. And at the top of this page, you can see there, 24th of June 2020. This is when when it was last typed. This was typed and not copied, these records, and it's there by Hailstone. Oops, I'm blurry. Hailstone Susan, clerical. Hang on, stop blurring out. There we go. Is it going to not... I don't know why it's blurring. There we go. Hailstone Susan, clerical access role. Now, so she typed these records on this date, which is on every single page. And she put in this letter is also in the GP surgery records, and it's in the hospital records. And this lady typed it out. Now, on the 24th of June 2021, this car, apps for NHS, turned up at the shop, and these three ladies got out, and they had an anniversary party with my sister-in-law. That's my sister-in-law there, Sally. And she is hugging this one lady. She didn't hug any others, she hugged this lady. Now, there's three ladies that turned up. The driver of the car, of the apps for NHS car, she's the blonde lady there with the glasses. And the lady in pink there, who's one of the passengers, oh, hang on a minute. That's Susan Hailstone. She typed the records on the 24th of June 2021. Sorry, 24th of June 2020. And she had an anniversary party with my brother and sister-in-law on the 24th of June 2021. She's the lady in pink. Now, I put these pictures onto Facebook in 2021 because I didn't know who the people were in the pictures, and I thought that maybe someone would tell me who they were. And so I put them on Facebook, and I also put them on YouTube in 2023 and 2024, and again for the same reason, that I thought that someone would tell me who they were, these three ladies. And I was right, people did. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you, that's the handwritten record that's in the hospital records that is in my family's handwriting. So the three ladies turned up on the 24th of June 2021 to have an anniversary party with my sister-in-law, who's there hugging that lady, see? And I know who that lady is. I've got a name for that lady anyway. When I put them on Facebook, I got a few calls about who they thought these people were. And when I put them onto YouTube, I got loads of calls about who the three ladies were. And I've got a name, I got given a name for that lady, but I'm not going to say it for now. Let's just say that the head coroner of the whole of the Devon area, the one that deals with the Royal Devon and Exeter Hospital, he'd know her really, really well. And he would know, his coroner's office would probably know her really well. The lady down there with the blonde hair, she's the lady off that letter, oddly enough, which is really strange, isn't it? So that letter, where is it? Bear with me. That letter's been retyped. That's her name there, look. She's got CBE. And she is that lady there with the blonde hair. Julie Dent, CBE. She's having an anniversary party with my sister-in-law on the 24th of June, 2021. The GP records were typed on the 24th of June, 2020. Now, I found it extremely suspicious, and that's why I took the photos of these three ladies having this anniversary party with her, with Sally, my sister-in-law. Now, I did shout out the window that I thought that my family had rewritten all the hospital records in the 2018 records, and I shouted that out the window to them. And I said that I thought they'd stolen my inheritance and put a fake will through. And I did admit to that, and I kind of got in trouble for that. So I've got a document that my sister-in-law put into the court. I'm going to read it to you. I'm not going to show you, I'm going to read it to you. It's got my sister-in-law's name and address at the top. My friends came to see me at work on the 24th of June 2021 and parked their car in our yard outside the back of the shop. Ian took a video of us saying goodbye and published these photos on Facebook, apparently questioning that the number plate ends NHS, that this visit to me was all part of the conspiracy about the date his mother died. About his mum died. My friend's initials are NHS. She has a private number plate. My friends thought it was weird. It was so weird that he was watching me and filming me. None of us thought he would see the car number plate as a sign that we were conspiring with the NHS. A copy of this is in the post. Signed, Sally, and it's dated 22nd of July 2021. She wrote that to a court. So that's what she's put. Now, she's called Julie Dent. Her initials are not NHS. You can't make NHS out of those initials. She's in that letter, at the bottom of that letter, and that letter's been altered. The other lady is Susan Hailstone, and she wrote the GP records on the 24th of June 2020, and these three ladies turned up on the 24th of June 2021 as stated by my sister-in-law, the lady in the white top and the black trousers. I'm just making my points quite clear. And this is part 8 of what happened to my mum. Now, I'd like to know, really, one thing I'd like to know is, I've tried to report this to the police, to Devon and Cornwall Police and to Dorset Police, and I got an email back from both of them separately that said, when a coroner has made his conclusion, that's final, and so we will not investigate this matter any further. Now, Devon and Cornwall Police, or the police in general, are a separate entity, or they're supposed to be, from the coroner's office. And there's clearly something very untoward has happened to my late mum in the hospital. I've made full complaints to the hospital. They won't answer anything. I sent them a file in December of 2020, and I sent them files before, and they've not sent me anything back. They haven't given me apologies. They've just fobbed me off the whole time. The coroner's office has fobbed me off. I wrote to the head coroner and I sent him the pictures, and he said that I should get legal advice. Well, I've just put in my legal advice onto YouTube, really, and I'm just or TikTok, and I'm telling the world that that person there is Julie Dent. The lady in pink is Susan Hailstone. They've all turned up for an anniversary party with my sister-in-law. My brother and sister-in-law, my brother told me that he'd only written the records. He'd not done anything else wrong. And he told me twice. He said it was Dad. When I was in the hospital with Mum, I only ever saw Dad there and my Mum. I never saw Mike and Sally. I never saw them there. I never saw my family there in the hospital other than my father. Sally's there in the picture with these 3 ladies on the 24th of June 2021. The records were written on the 24th of June 2020, as I've just shown you, by Susan Hailstone.